Hello, empowered empaths. I'm Christine Gold. I'm a spiritual medium, intuitive energy coach, and old soul healer. And this is the Power of Healing Your Energy show. This is all about your lost connections with your higher self and others. And depression and anxiety are a side effect of not living intuitively, not trusting your gut. Your soul's purpose is here. We are a live, unscripted show, and this is all about our soulful, intuitive journey to healing at the 360-degree level through Christ consciousness. Thank you for watching, sharing, subscribing, listening on your favorite podcast. Please rate and review, and also live on soundsugarradio.com. Happy St. Paddy's Day, everyone. Welcoming Gabriel Hill, a spiritual counselor and poet and author of many poetry reads. So stay tuned. He's going to share how he didn't feel he belonged in this world. And I'm sure many of you will resonate. Yes, hello. Thank you. Thank you everyone for waiting and being so patient. We are here. It is Wednesday, March 17th, 2021, and this is episode 27, and 2 and 7 reduces to 9. Nines are all about, the God code. This is the wrap up. So we are wrapping things up, but ramping things up. And today I have a very special guest. He is a brother of mine, a patron saint. I will call him that as well. I met him last year, all about, Christ consciousness. He has a beautiful energy, and I'm going to bring him on and stop talking about myself. And please, everyone, if you are here live or even on the replay, say hello, let us know where you're from, share and subscribe. Share this out. If you really care and you want to share the good blessings and luck of the Irish, as they say, come on in, share it away. And here he is. Hello, Graham. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Christine. Yeah, I know, and thank you for your support to get me connected today. So I know there's one second, so we're late. So thank you for everybody's patience.
You're welcome. We're just lucky. Like, lucky is good, as my shirt says, but blessed is best. So we're blessed that you're here in your presence, and everyone's going to, when I met you, there was just something about you. I was very drawn to you, your light, your presence. And I knew you were doing amazing things in the world. And that's why finally, and I left March 17th open for a reason, because somehow I knew either, it was going to be about St. Patrick's Day. It was going to be about the, the blessings and everything. And then you came in and here you are. So thank you again. And I always ask, I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Where are you in the world?
Christine, I'm in Glasgow in Scotland.
That's Scotland.
So yeah, and it's actually
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, your bio is quite extensive. You've done a lot, but at least just share a little bit about maybe your childhood and who and what you're doing now.
Okay. Yeah. Just with my connection, it might be a little bit delayed. So my name's Gabriel Hill. My nickname is, you'll hear it in the middle of Gabriel anyway. I wasn't to name my daughter Gabriel. There's another story there. Well, I was born in Dublin, and I was born into a family of about 7 children. Not about exactly 7 children. It was busy. It was very occupied, very, very busy and challenging to make a connection with mum and dad. But we spent a lot of time outside playing, and actually a lot of time going inside, because I didn't really enjoy the external world, and there's something going on. I loved my connection with Jesus. You know what I mean? It was when I did my whole communion, when I was 7. I had a great impression upon me, and a few other things happened from me where I had a bit like visitation, of a golden angel when I was a young kid, and something about these, they kind of scared me a little bit, but it opened up in me a need to understand, which has stayed with me for the whole lot of my life. Why do I have a sense that I don't belong here? You know what I mean? And where do I belong? And who am I? And that sent me on a journey for the whole lot of my life. And I would say I found it in myself in God. I haven't got any problems with saying that anymore in the past. And God, you know what I mean? But now it's just, I see it as part of us all. We are one with God, and that led me to a lot of. I'll probably finish here. It led me to a sense of lack of belonging. That sent me down the road of problems. Addiction in the early ages. Actually addiction to achievement as well. A lot of, qualifications, and couldn't really find it. It's only when I went into more spiritual counselling that I actually started to make that clarified real connection, that has given me the satisfaction now. And that's all I want now, is to be in communion with God and to share that love and peace with other people who want to be in that connection. I hope that answers some.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's there's so much more, there's so many, layers to who you are, right? And I think a lot of people can resonate that they didn't feel like they belonged. I know I didn't. I always felt like I was the black sheep, the outsider. But you know what? We're not meant to fit in anywhere. And I just want to welcome Dawson to the show. He's saying, can't wait to hear your guys' poetry. Well, this is mainly Graham's poetry, and you'll also talk about the collaborations you made with people as well. But he's been inspired lately to write his own, and then it popped up. So this is fate, as they say. And welcome, Jeff, to the show. Jeff Schlitt, thank you so much for being here. And Julian Mann, hello. Jeff is coming in from Sedona, where we have a lot of friends, and our mentor is there as well, Michael Murdad. Joy Wolford, hi all, glad to be here, currently in Missouri. Nice. And Julian is in Welwyn. Okay, Welwyn, UK. Nice. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. So a large family of 7. Wow. But then you had a lot of struggles. Like your mom had passed away at the age of 16, and bless her heart. And your dad left when you were 11. And then, of course, you somehow, well, I think we all do, when there's a lot of trauma, we fall into addictions. So what was your, I guess, was it drugs and alcohol in your teens? Was that mainly what you struggled with?
Yeah, it was more like I don't like this weed, hash, and
Gotcha.
when I grew up. You grew up in the 90s, so pill, ecstasy, and I got no problem with this. It's a way of coping with pain. And latterly, just like in my early 20s, alcohol. So I discovered very quickly that it didn't alleviate. Well, not very quickly. I discovered eventually that it didn't alleviate any pain at all. It just left this horrible emptiness inside, which I avoided, and it's only when I became, so consistently enough, and found, decided to do psychology and got close to the end. Like anybody who finds connection, they go through a dark night.
Yes.
And that was when I was 18, 19. That was my first experience of everything in my entire life falling apart. So I see that as a great gift, because really what fell apart is my conceptualization of life and what I thought it was. And so it was good falling apart, and I found inner beauty there. So I remember one time, maybe this is kind of exemplify, giving some flesh and bones to it. When I moved to London, I was very, very suicidal actually, and it was very difficult. And but I remember actually contemplating taking my own life from them. And I came back to my mom, who gave me a lot of care and support. And I remember I had Radiohead song on, "Don't Leave Me High and Don't Leave Me Dry," and then that song finished, and then I decided I'd contemplated loads of different ways of ending things, and I just was really quite odd, because I actually thought, well, if I do end up doing it, you know what I mean, because I contemplated doing all these manner of things. One was to jump in front of a tube, and but because I was Catholic, I was born Catholic, born and in a Catholic area and family. I actually thought, oh, I can't do that. What's going to happen? They won't be able to see, and my face is going to be all mashed up, and nobody's going to see me in the grave. It would be such a shame. It'd be terrible, you know what I mean? And it was that shame that actually stopped me in my tracks in this constant cycle of thinking to end things. And when that happened, I realized I actually don't know. I can't actually do it. I don't want to end it. I don't know another way. I don't know what to do. So I was just looking for help. So in that moment, if you imagine, there was 6 months of intense sort of rumination about my life. Things went quiet, and it was the first time in well over 6 months, maybe even a year, that I had some quietness, and it was so attractive to me, and to hear that quietness, and I just thought, what is this? And then I got this message, which I thought was just as my own thought. It was, go have a shave. Which I thought was strange. Go have a shave.
Go have a shave. Okay, that's
something different. Yeah, literally.
Go have a shave, and that's how intuition works, because that's not what you were thinking about. So that was a divine download.
No, it was a divine download, and then so go have a shave. I went in, and I went into my bathroom, and I was just having this shave, and I was actually just feeling this real kind of still okayness around me, just falling over me, and I was feeling also this sense of feeling beauty inside. I was like, oh my God, what's happening here? And I was looking in the mirror, and I could see that beauty reflect back at me. Not only it wasn't an aesthetic thing, but I was experiencing the beauty that was shining out from my insides onto the mirror, and I thought, wow. And in that moment, my inside and outside came together, and I just felt beauty. And then I declared, I went like, I'm beautiful, I am. And I just, in that moment, it was literally complete turnaround empty for me overall. I just thought, I'm not going to kill myself, no way. Man, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna help myself. And then from then I'll stop here, and I just went on. Well, that was the beginning of the life, From there, I went into counselling, took every form of counselling you could think of. Went on a journey, personal therapy, reading, did the psychology degree, did math, was a mental health, trained as a mental health professional. So it was, yeah. But
wow, that sounds like a movie moment. Sounds like a movie moment, where it's just like, here comes the light beams. You're here for a reason, Graham. Just like I say, everybody's here for a reason. So, and thank goodness you're here. Thank God. Yeah, we're so lucky and honored to have you here. Ah, gosh. And look who has showed up here. Raluca is saying, hi, Jeff. Hi, everyone. So good to be here with you all for this meetup. Thanks for Luca for being here and showing your support as well. Now, I want to talk about, it's funny, you already talked about your addictions, your life, the voices that came in. So maybe talk about your poetry and your books, and how did that come about?
Okay. Okay. Well, poetry was always, well, writing was always a thing for me. I used to write on scraps of paper when I was fucking thinking. Very dense, uh, unescapable thinking, for want of a better word for it. I couldn't get out, but I found that really early in life, to just write, and that release helped me move on and stop the rumination cycle of stress. Um, so I did a lot of I did quite a bit of academic writing. So I did undergraduate here and masters, and it was only when I went to study my master's degree, I was leaving the National Health Service, and that was what was the topic of my master's degree dissertation. And I had a very wonderful, amazing tutor called Joanne Brown, and she did her PhD in love. So, it'll give you an insight to what it's like. And I was trying to express um, what it felt like for me to move on from my career, and also how to express, leaving the National Health Service after a very long time working there, and also how to express my feelings of working in close contact with a lot of people during mental health difficulties. And I couldn't find a way, and she just said, why don't you just write your results in poetry? I was like, what? I was like, wow. So I did this what's called a thematic analysis. So you do a reflection of your reflective practice methodology, and you just reflect in your practice, and the reflections that came out, you just look at the results of your reflection. You just gather themes. I was gathering these things, and these themes of my experience of working with people enduring mental health difficulty, the effect on me and the effect on them, and working in a service that was very, very under-resourced and unsupported. It was very, very difficult. And then actually just the lines just came to me of just I actually saw as I condensed down and just looked at the themes more and more. There was lines of a poem, and then it was a poem about love, and just in that poem I actually saw how I was judging not only myself, the people I was working with, and also the system itself. So really, all that was just an extension of my own ego, and I was able to see that it was only through my own non-judgment, loving myself and loving other people, that I could actually feel support and be able to support other people. The whole poem was about love and coming to a reconciliation with everything around you and within you. So then after that, I just it's a bit of I'm classic Irish. I like that story. So after that, I met really the thing. I know Julian's on here, and he's probably watching these. I met Julian about 4 years ago on a friend Michael Mirdad's site. It's a Facebook group. And he he was talking about poetry, and another guy, Roger Blakeson, they've got a poetry group called Chorus of Songs. I was listening a lot to Christ consciousness and teaching from Michael Mirdad, which is, to me, he's an amazing mentor to me, and the main mentor in my life. Yeah, the main mentor in my life, currently. And there was something about how when I connected with Julian, it's just, and then I went on to For the Song. I wasn't writing poetry. I wasn't writing any poetry. When I went in there, you're talking a couple of weeks, I started writing these poems that were like filled full of what I see as just Christ consciousness feeling. The sense of that consciousness. And it's because I was listening a lot to Michael's teachings and services from Unity, and I was absorbing that somehow. I was reflecting through my poetry. I was hearing this inner voice, and they were becoming lines of poems, and then I connected with Julian, and we could just, it's unbelievable actually. We could just connect on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger, and we could just write instantly. He'd write a couple of lines, and I'd write a couple of lines, and I could talk about poetry all day long, but then that just, I just got an idea with one of the people that were on Forest of Song to do a book, and they wanted to do a book. Her name was Ron Mullins, and she made an inspiration in my poetry life, and she said, "Why don't you do a book?" And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So just invited people, just very straightforward. Let's do a book together. You know what I mean? And a year later, we had the first book. I'm not actually plugging. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's
plug
a
it.
beautiful cover by
Mm-hmm.
Linda Whitson Perry. Plug it. Yeah, first song. First song. This is actually, not to tell people. This was the first book, and all the poems are just about the experience of being in the first song, and being together and sharing a singular message of togetherness, and there was a lot of care and support there, and just it bloomed from there. Then there's another book, and then another book, so I could
Another
go
book
on.
and another book.
But I think that's I'm gonna leave.
No, that's amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing,
and
it is
another
not,
one. Yeah, so
yeah, the synchronicities. I mean, your soul brother, when you talk about you and Julian and then Roger and all that, I think of Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, artists, they're channeling their basically their trauma. They're also channeling the divine. So it's just beautiful how, you recognize that and it came together. I just want to, oh gosh, everyone's having a nice little chat between themselves. Hi, Julian and Joy. Hi, Jeff, Joy, and Raluca. Looks like you got all your fans here, Graham, all your supporters, which is amazing. Thank you guys for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. Even on the replay, we will answer them, or if you want to get in touch with Graham or myself. Are you able to share a poem from one of your books just randomly?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
And
Should we just go with numbers, or have you got one in
to
mind?
You say again, sorry, Christine?
No, I'm just saying, just pick whatever jumps out. Go with it.
Yeah. Okay. I would say if I'd like to dedicate this to Chelsea Sharp. I always, I'm not very good at pronunciation, but Sharp here, and she's a host on Edenshire. I'd like to dedicate this poem to her. She, yeah, just she'll know why anyway. So if you just
Okay, this is for Chelsea.
Yeah. I got this one. Okay, this one's called Heaven. I think the world needs a bit of it at the moment.
Yes.
So I'm going to read the poem. Okay. Heaven. Look, sky, clear, singing bright. And now it's covered with sun. Beaming new arrivals, one by one. From all corners of Colma, feet of golden carriages converge, rolling on diamond wheels of glass. Blue skies of what a sight. Down starlit highways everywhere, all hearts expand and welcome. With the rush of golden fear light, and this time staying for good. precious source cargo is here. A what an everlasting feel. Golden melody of the Messiah. The golden rapier, sparrow and flower. Delivered unto us, alive and all. All are crowns of golden promise, now open wide. Floods of light pour directly into our surrendered channel. Stand, 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 all stand. Receive every immortal drop of your unlimited divine worth now. Look left and look right. Each one holds a mirror of love, only able to witness another living miracle. For you are a luminous angel too, unified as a universe of angels. Everybody is perfect. A royal family, princes and princesses of life, in robes and gowns to the heavens on. All gates open throughout the land. Golden fox of each sharp gloom. Growing wild everywhere. Warm, golden, harmonious above. Trees brim with lovely, sweet light and voice. Roll up, everyone, roll up, and come forth. The great peace and joy is upon us now. Everywhere is filled with the overflow, the resounding music of life declares, we all have those blood again. We all are as God created us. We all are God's children.
Mm-hmm.
All committed to living happiness. God, pity, bliss, lying, falling. Gold, fragrant rose, love. Christ, nation of light, Savior. All dreams of light into pure light. We are heaven's kingdom, home, living lightly, one, forever.
Wow. That was powerful and beautiful. Thank you so much. I mean, that's just one of the many poems, and then all the people that have contributed to the book as well. Amazing, amazing. So you talk about always home, and I guess what is the work that you're doing now that is your purpose?
for me, it's simply a recognition that um, we are already, a part of us is already home. And this understanding comes to me vividly through Michael Meredith's teaching. I didn't see it, or we didn't conceptualize it that way beforehand. And we are home already. So we are in, and that place is where all our gifts come from, and they're already there, and we can share them. But there is still a journey to return in full consciousness together, full awareness that we are really connected, that we are together. There's no separation, and we are actually brothers and sisters and family. So really my work is trying to convey that message, because I feel it's reality, and it's a reality that we're already home, but it is a reality that we're coming back to the constant remembering of that fact. And I know it's very challenging because I forget a lot myself, and that's the process for me of identification. We call it like identification, and so really supporting, connecting to that space, that place within, which is for me very simply a lighter feeling of love, peace, joy, and abundance, and able to let my words come from that place. And I really can't say anything else. I've tried to actually do that through counselling, through my poetry, and what I found is by doing that often that other people, things shift and change. They start to recognise the place within themselves that we have in commonality, which is the connection to spirit and connection to aliveness. And so really I want us all to hope.
Exactly, just
here on planet Earth.
yeah, to be in service for others. That's really, that's all it is. And you're definitely walking the walk and talking the talk. Yes. So we also talked about possibly giving away a copy of one of your books. Is there one in particular that you'd like to give away on the show today?
Yes. Well, what I would say is that Always Home is my first individual book. It's not finished yet. It'll be finished very soon, but I'm happy to give a copy of that away when it's done. I'm happy to give a copy of the Forest of Song anthology too, as well.
Okay. All right.
So anybody who wants to come.
All right. So I'm just going to get them to comment. So we're going to, and Always Home as well. So there's a chance to win 2 books. All right. Forest of Song and Always Home. So here we go. I'm just going to put that up there. So if you want to win a copy of Forest of Song and Always Home, comment Forest and Always Home. If you want to win both, chance to win both, go for it. If you just want one in particular or you want the other one, then just make your comments known. And even if you're listening on podcast, send me a message and I'll get you in the draw. We'll make the draw on Sunday. So at least it gives you some time to listen and catch up. And good luck to everyone that participates. And thank you so much for donating that. We much appreciate that, Graham. Very generous. Oh, wow. It looks like, hold on here. I've got to delete a few things here. Let's see. All right. So, we've got that up. And thank you so much for all of your time. Is there anything else you want to share with us? I always ask 2 questions of our guests as well. How can we collectively help you realize your dreams?
My own personal dream.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just getting that question clear, Kristen. How can
How can
we
we
collectively
collectively help you? Yes. Realize your dreams.
help you? So help
Help
Graham Hill.
Graham.
Is that what
Yes,
the
Graham
question
Hill.
was?
You bet. You bet.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Wow.
know there's a bit of a
Okay.
delay, but thanks
It's
everyone.
wow. Okay. Yeah, thanks for God for being with the I appreciate that. So how can you collectively be yourself? Just be yourself, please. When you're near me, just be yourself and taking touch to help me because um in my travels I feel I've developed an awareness that when people are being true to themselves, I can be it's quite obvious to me that they're open, they celebrate their life, so that helps me every day as well. An openness to a conversation, a knack of goodwill, anything. Just be yourself, please. Just know inside. And for me, what is your soul? Know your own natural desires. Don't force yourself to do anything. Um, and that requires, my sense, a lot of trust because
Mm-hmm.
we're very programmed in the world. We need to respect the illusion, but we're very programmed in the world not to do what we want because really our natural will inside, for me, is what Source wants for us, God wants for us, the universe wants for us. So it's one with the same will. So just please be yourself around me. And be giving me the right gift.
Yeah, just be yourself. That's why you're here. You're not to be. I'm not here to be, someone else, and neither are you. So authentic. Yeah, when you're living authentically, you'll know. And then the other question is, because I love magic, what does magic mean to you?
What was the question?
What does magic mean to you?
Oh, magic. A living connection with God.
Ah, that's very simple but beautiful. I love it. Yes, and thank you, Jeff. Blessings to you all as well. Thank you so much for showing up and supporting us and waiting so patiently. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us? And how can we get a hold of you if, say, someone wants to get some counseling, spiritual counseling, maybe some assistance with poetry, whatever it happens to be?
Well, you can get me on always home at outlook.com. You get my email, and I'm very happy to be in contact with anybody. So it's just ALL dash WAYS HOME at outlook.com. And just like to say thank you to anybody that's ever shown me any kindness or love in life. The reason why I just feel I can help other people is just humorously how you help me. So thank you. And thank you, Christine, as well, because you're an inspiration in my life. I love your work and your bright, beaming soul. And please continue doing what you do because you're amazing. So I really appreciate being here.
Oh, thank you, Graham. You're so sweet. And you know what? I love the work that you're doing as well. You're always shining your light. I've never actually called anyone brother, but I told my son last night, you feel like a brother to me, always. The brother that I never had, but now I do. So thank you so much for all the beautiful work you do. Guys, if you're not sure and maybe you need help, please reach out to Graham. Please reach out to myself or someone else if you're really struggling, please. You are not alone in this world. And all it takes is just, leading with your heart, trusting and having faith and just asking. Because if you don't ask, they don't know, right? We don't know unless you ask. But thank you so much for being here, Graham. I really appreciate it. And guys, don't forget to comment if you want to win a copy of the book. All right. I know that I'm going to get my hands on the book, all of them. So, and I really appreciate it. I just have a few housekeeping items. If you're not sure about the March energy, I kind of tap into the Global Pulse. You can go and check that out on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook as well. Every Saturday, I have a free Unleash Your Soul's Purpose on Zoom at 10 a.m. Pacific. You can sign up for that. And the 2021 Dream Vision Map is happening April 10th at 10 a.m. It was rescheduled, so I will send out the links for that. If you're curious, just reach out. Otherwise, have an amazing St. Patrick's Day. Have an amazing week. And please remember, healing begins where the ego ends. Take care.